Hello and welcome to my first ever Avorion kind of guide tutorial, different playthrough than I've done before. I've been playing for a little while now. I think I have like 70 hours into the game. I haven't reached endgame yet, but one thing I kept seeing that I never really utilized was that you can have a fleet and multiple ships and AI, and I didn't know how any of that worked. So I kind of wanted to figure it out. How do I control these other ships? My first playthrough, I just, had my main ship. I upgraded it as I went, did some exploring, did some mining, all that kind of stuff. But now I want AI to do some of that for me. So here we go. We're going to make a new game. And we will just call it Fleet, I guess. Because we're going to have a fleet of ships. Speed doesn't really matter, but I'll just make it the same. I'm not really a fan of collision damage, so we'll put that down to 0.25 and start. Now, one thing that made me stay away from this in the first place as I was learning the game, I just didn't really understand what it took to have AI control a ship. All you really need is a captain, and you get those at different stations. Oftentimes I'll pick up extra captains so that I can, well, not really oftentimes. Sometimes if I see an extra captain, I'll pick it up, and that will just mean I can have another AI controlled ship. So here's our starting zone. It's kind of murky, but whatever. So the first thing you need is to get some iron manually so that you can start a new ship. It takes 500 iron to found a new ship. And if you hit F9, you'll go into this RTS mode, and you can kind of look around. Looks like there's one up there. So middle mouse to select something, F9 to get out of that, and it's right up there. Okay. Head over there and start mining some iron. Oh, there's one down there too. That's a little bit further away. I'll probably need both of them. So to start out, I guess around 1,000 iron should be enough. 500, we're just gonna make a tiny ship, practically like a little drone that's capable of mining for us. I'll probably do one or two of those. You start out with 2 mining lasers, other than what this little drone has. So I don't know if I want to put both of those on my first AI controlled ship, or just make 2 AI controlled ships and put 1 on each, but we'll figure that out as we go. So it looks like that one got me 277 iron. This one looks a little bit bigger. Yeah, this one's gonna probably get us to where we need to be to make the ship. Now, when you make a ship, it's a good idea to do so next to a station, because you'll need crew, and without crew the ship just will be extremely slow, systems won't work, all that kind of stuff. So once we get enough, yeah, this will put us to where we need to be iron wise. We'll fly over to a station and build the ship, get some crew, and then have it automate. I'm gonna go do something else. I actually have to go to work pretty quick here. Not that it's the best idea to leave it going all the time, but we can just get it going and see how much this home system gets us. Now, one thing I find with these AI controlled ships, or in general in this game, don't build something so big that you're sad to lose it for the most part. Now, this one ship is going to be a huge return on investment, even if it gets 2 asteroids. That's all we've done so far. That's all the work we've put in. Even if it gets that back, it's paid for itself. Well, I guess the mining laser too. So what we're going to do, we're going to found a ship. I'm going to call it whatever, Little Miner 1. And now we are a cube, so I'm going to hit B to go into build mode. And almost always the first thing I do is just convert this block into crew quarters, because you always need crew quarters. I mean, unless you're doing something special. So I'll click crew quarters down there, and then over on the left here, transform blocks, and now it's crew quarters. That gave us 12 crew, and that's going to be plenty for what we're doing. Now, this is going to be a really simple ship, so it needs an engine, which I will just make the same size here. Then let's do some directional thrusters, the same size right here. That will give us better braking than it would have otherwise. And iron thrusters, which will help with this. That's still red, the yaw, the pitch, and the roll. Now, positioning on this matters a bit. You can see there, if I place that, actually I'll just place it, we still have 0 roll, because where this is positioned, it's positioned directly on the, whichever, let's just call that the z-axis. Why not? Because if we're looking at it like this, whichever axis, it's centered this way on the ship. Now, one way we can keep this design and fix that is to split this block up. Now I'm going to change my grid size down to 0.1, just because I'm kind of a perfectionist and I want to have control over this. I'm also going to turn on Mirror X, and by holding A, I can shrink it width-wise, the way we're looking at it now, and I want it to be a little bit shorter. Oh, too much. That's probably good. Now get it to the outside. Actually, I can have it be a little bit wider. A little bit wide. Nope. Oh, they're overlapping there. Okay, nope, they're not. Wider. Right there. Yes, okay, that was more difficult than it needed to be. So now I'll turn off mirroring. And see what that did. Now there's space. There's one on the left-hand side. There's one on the right-hand side. It's not centered anymore. So that actually gave us yaw, pitch, and roll. Even though it's still pretty much the same position, since that block is split now, you know, it gets us more maneuverability. And the pitch isn't perfect yet, so that's why I left this little space at the top to have this centered, have it wide enough, give us enough surface area, because that's what these thrusters want the mostly. It's surface area and its volume, but this surface area will get us so that we're at 4, 4, and 4 for our yaw, pitch, and roll, which is the max it can be. You don't really need that for a little AI controlled mining ship, but you know, why not? The next thing, we have 2 iron mining turrets that we start with and 2 double chain gun turrets, and you'll find that you can't place this on thrusters. You can put it back here, but then it doesn't have a good angle, a firing angle. So another thing I like to do is add some edge. It could be edge or edge armor, but we'll put it right on the front here, and we will rotate that around. I guess I can put this a bit higher now. Let's go back to 0.5 grid size, 0.5 scale. So I will bring this in. Nope. Bring it up. Oh, I guess I'll put that back down to 0.25. There we go. Alright, so now we have a little nose that does go past halfway. I'll live with it. And now I can put an iron mining turret right here. Actually, I'd like that to be right at the edge, so I'm going to shrink this a little bit. So middle mouse click to select a block, delete to delete it. Let's try another iron edge. And I want it to be a bit shorter, so that's the right one. Nope. Nope. There we go. Maybe one more. Actually, yeah, let's just put our step down to 0.25. Nope, I'm just, it doesn't work for me. So we'll put this down to 0.1, 0.1. There we go. That's about how it should be. Now I will take an iron mining turret. I think I'll do 2 of these fairly quickly. So I'll just place 1 right now, and that's close enough to the edge that it should get a good firing angle. And there's our first ship. So now we can see that we need 2 miners, 1 engineer, 1 mechanic. And that should get our ship running well. So let's go over to this dock. Hire crew. Miners, 2 of those. And then the rest for now, we'll just get some regular crew. What do I need? 2. You must be docked. I was close enough. Oh, I wasn't close enough to dock. Oh, because it's on the side over here. There we go. Hire crew. 2, 2. Hit P to go into your, what is that, ship menu. This second tab right here is crew. So we will put 1 in there, 1 in there, and now our ship is good to go. The maneuverability isn't terrible. It could use a little bit more braking, but I'm not terribly concerned with that. So, next up, we want to find a captain for our ship. Kind of a bummer that this system is so murky, but not a big deal. So, we will middle mouse click to select, hit, oops, that's an asteroid. There we go, aluminum mine, hire crew, and we can do this from pretty far away. And here we'll see that they actually have a captain. And that's what we need next, so let's head over there. And I see that there are a few other asteroids that the NPC, the AI, will be able to mine for us. Another thing I like to do every time I go to a new system, look around for very large asteroids early on, and to be honest, throughout the game it seems, that's one of the best ways to make some quick money. I mean, I know later on endgame there are way better ways, but at least early to mid game, it's a really good option. And it doesn't hurt to like look around the system while you're flying through. It's so tough in this one, but I'll look more in a second. So I can dock with this over here. Oh, it could use more braking. All right, hire crew. We want our captain. Usually if you find a captain, they'll only have 1. That's why I like to get them while I can. Even if I already have a captain, sometimes I'll get another one. Then when I build my next ship, I can immediately transfer over. So we will hire this captain, and now immediately that makes it so that I can, right now I have the aluminum mine selected. I'm gonna just middle mouse click nowhere, so I have no target, press T, and then that's how you, it's not really transfer ships, but that's how you get out of your ship or get into another ship. Now press F to interact. I'll throw insurance on it. Oh, I don't have enough money. Never mind, I will not. So now F, orders, and I want it to mine. So right now if I hit I, that's for your player menu. You can, well, it pops this up. You can see your inventory and stuff. But right now we have 306 iron, 0 titanium. So at this point, I'm gonna go finish getting ready for work while that AI does its thing, and I will be right back. Actually, I will leave that open so that we can watch how much iron just stacks up while I do nothing. Okay, I am back, and look at that, 17,000 iron. That's no joke. So this little guy has paid for itself many times over. Now, the iron itself, you can always get more. Right now, our limiting factors are captains and mining turrets. So our next step, I don't want to be in my probe, so let's make another ship. I will found it. It's gonna end up being another miner, so let's call it Little Miner 2. There we go. I am a block. Hit B to get in here. One thing I didn't mention before is saving designs. I'm pretty sure the last one auto-saved, but if you click on this disc right here, saved designs, it's right there. Let's see. Not workshop, auto-saves. Now, all my other random stuff is in here. Will it be at the bottom? No, it's alphabetical order. And that was Little Miner. This is my last ship. Or from my last game when I first started trying this. Little boy, Little Miner. And Little Miner 12 because I must have opened and closed it. Oh, okay, after I fix the front. So we will use design. Oh, I don't have enough credits. Well, good thing we have a lot of stuff to sell. So right now, we are by this. I don't think they'll let me sell to them. Nope, let's go to... I shouldn't have built this yet. That's fine. Where? Actually... Yeah, I can still go in there. Enter, build, at least throw on an engine. No, but I don't have enough for that. I'm not gonna have any directional thrusters. Alright, there's that. This is gonna be funny. Alright, Yep, looking good. I can, yes, this will work. Pick up some crew that they're gonna be like, why did I get stuck on that ship? This is the worst ship in the entire universe. But that's fine. So let's hire a couple of these, boop, and maybe a couple regular guys. And here we go. Even worse than the first ship, but you know what? That's quite all right, because we just need to go to... Wait, did I not get enough? Oh, this didn't have mechanics, did it? There we go. Hire crew. Yeah, I should have. Maybe I didn't click it. Hire crew. One mechanic. Oh, because I don't have enough money. Yeah, isn't that the issue? So now, I like to call it the log factory because that little icon looks like logs to me. The resource depot. We can use some of our 18,000. Oh, you know what? That's even better. One of the large asteroids I was talking about before. Every time I enter a system, for the first time, I always look around for this. You can do it like this, or you can hit F9 to try to look. But this system is so murky. This is really quite bad. It makes it hard to see it from that far away, but I'm pretty sure that this is a claimable asteroid. So you want to select it with the middle mouse button, fly over to it, and fly within 0.2 kilometers. Is that 200 meters? A little closer, and there we go. F to interact, so you hit F and you claim it. F again, and you can sell it. Now here we have, looks like 2 different factions in this system, or sometimes there will be almost nobody in a system, but you'll still have multiple factions to choose from. Maybe you're just close to their space, I don't really know. And whichever you have worse reputation with currently will give you more reputation if you sell it to them, but fewer credits. So this is probably the home system. I'm already on great terms with them. They will give me more money for it. So do I want more money, or do I want better rep with these other people? For right now, I just want money. So that gives us 80,000 and plenty to do whatever we need to do. I could hire the crew. I may as well go back there. But we do need another captain eventually. So I will start clicking from far away, middle mouse click, hit F to interact, look at the crew they have available. So they have engineers, miners, they don't have any captains. This is another place, now that we have some money, it's nice. We can see if they have any extra mining turrets. So they do have gunners, miners, engineers, but no captains. Let's go back and trade equipment. Turrets. They do have an iron mining turret. That's an exceptional and an expensive one, but here are some cheaper ones. So I'm gonna head there so that I can pick those up anyway. On the way, if you hold control, you can look around while your ship still goes straight. So I will check there, hit F, hire crew, no captain. Did I do the shipyard? F, hire crew, no captain. So I don't know that I checked everything. Whoops. There we go. I don't know that I checked everything, but I might have to go to another system to get another captain. Which is fine, because the more systems you have people mining in, the longer they'll be able to mine before they mine it all out. Oh, no, I want to go over here. This isn't the fastest ship, but that's quite alright, because it will service purpose. Oh, looks like we're getting some titanium now. That'll be really nice. Give us more power generation. We can make our little ships a little bit more robust. In my first little attempt at having multiple ships in a fleet, there were a couple things I noticed. One, you will have a ton of iron. My first one, I just made as many ships as I could. I was up to like 8 little miner type ships. And I had, I don't know, 400,000 iron in the first few hours, the first, day-ish of playing. And I found that I would make the miners, let them go. There are some dangers to think about. Almost every system will get invaded by either aliens, the Zotan, I think it is, or pirates. Even if you find a neutral zone, you're safe to sit there. I think the only thing that comes in there are aliens, but I'm not 100% sure if they do. And that's kind of why we make these ships as cheap as possible. They're little throwaway ships. Even if they get destroyed, it's not a big deal at all. The main thing that you lose at this point is the mining turrets. So here we go. Now that I have money, I can actually hire a crew. Let's see what I need. That's not right. Oh yeah, because the ship isn't right yet. So let's go to Save Designs. This is the one, Little Miner 12. We'll use that design. I know I need 2 miners for the mining laser, so 2 miners, 1 engineer, 1 mechanic. Hire crew. 2 miners, 1 engineer, and for now I'll just get a couple general dudes that can fill out those positions. Assign 1 there, and we're good. Now we will trade equipment. I want these cheap ones, 2, 1, 2, and why not? We sold that asteroid, so we had plenty of credits. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Alright, so now the main goal is to find another captain. If we hit M to go to the map, we can see that this has 3 exits, or 3, not exits, 3 portals? What are the gates? 3 gates. And we are down here. The overall goal, of course, get to the middle of the galaxy. But right now, that's hardly even a concern. It doesn't really matter which way we go. I guess I could just pick a gate and go. Looks like this one, I'm admired by the people who own that gate and probably by the people on the other side. Where over here, that gate will go to someplace I'm friendly. So not quite as good of relations. That's probably selling the large asteroid before. I bet you they were the faction that would have given more rep. But for now, we will go south-southwest. At least the ship is faster now that it's fully staffed. That's really nice. Looks like our energy isn't too bad. I don't know that I would waste titanium upgrading the power system yet. For little miners, this is more than plenty. Which actually, since it is called little miner, let's throw our other green one on here, because why not? Oh, let's... positioning here. So let's go to grid size, almost nothing. And there we go, right on the edge so that it has a really good firing angle. You can see up top that this is very weak compared to other things in the region, but that's quite all right. Now, eventually, once you get into more difficult systems, more powerful enemies, better resources, you'll make different kinds of these AI-controlled ships. This one isn't as murky, that's nice. So first thing I do, look for those larger asteroids. No, that's not one. That looks like one. So this could be another quick 80 grand, and we're gonna be doing fine for credits for our next few ships. Oftentimes you'll get this, the adventure is hailing you on your first jump. So let's just, I could have not answered, I guess, but shut them up because I'm not interested. If you are, by all means, listen to what they have to say. It's not really a tutorial or anything, but you can ask some questions or something. Oh, coming in hot. Oh, that was totally me not paying attention to what I was doing and exploding half my ship. Just think if collision damage was on higher. So, let's go in here, save designs. Good thing I'm rich enough for this early, I guess. Oh, and it's damaged, so I'm not gonna be able to do much of anything. That is gonna be a hassle. Can I just do this? Will it let me? No. Yep, that's an issue. So for now, this is gonna drift off into who knows where, because we're still going 200 meters per second. Man, I don't want to, but I'm gonna jump ship. Goodbye. Oh, such a waste. And this is very slow. I wonder if Little Miner 2 is just a lost cause. Whoops. Luckily, it didn't have a captain yet anyway. Lost that turret, but we're doing okay on turrets. This is gonna be another nice little payday here. Get within 0.2. Now sometimes you'll find these and be absolutely sure that they should be claimable, but they're just not. You never see the F to interact, so maybe it's really a different kind of asteroid. Maybe it's just a glitch, who knows. But we will sell it, and we're doing well enough on money. We're gonna start getting so much iron. I'll get rep with those other people who I was just friendly with but not admired by. Alright, so that is done. Let's start looking for stations. Oh, that's a lead mine. Oh, you know what? I can't. I need to... You can't hire crew or even see what crew they have available unless you're actually in a ship and not your probe, drone, whatever it is. So what do I want to try around here? I guess... Where's the log factory? Over here. 6 away. That's not too bad. There's our little ship over there to the left. Goodbye. Oh, I wonder if it's slowed down. Now, since I can't fix it, and I can't control it to get it back to a station, I might end up just blowing it up. Alright, so at this point, let's hit B. Oh, yeah, can't build. I need to found a ship. We'll call this Little Miner 3. And if we do blow up 2, you can change these names. I'll show you that in a second. Hit B, save designs. That's the one we want to use. And for good measure, now that this is the design I have loaded, you can go to Save Designs. Let's head back up to the main folder, make a new folder, and we're going to call this Fleet. Okay, go in here, and... oh, my jump. There we go, Fleet. Nothing in here. Now Save Design. And now we don't have to look through all of the auto saves and things like that. We can just go to this folder right here. And as we get more, you know, they won't all be miners. They can be salvagers. They can be little fighter ships that protect our other guys doing the mining and the salvaging. You can have a whole fleet. So now that we have this loaded, let's go here. Where do we dock? Oh, because it's a mobile resource merchant. I'm an idiot. So now I'm not sure that I wanted to build this out here. Where's the closest? 27, 17. Oh, yeah, this is slower than my probe. I definitely should not have made that mistake. Six. Yeah, so that was kind of a waste. Luckily, you can see in the lower right that we are still raking in the iron from our little miner 1 in our home system. I do see a little bit more titanium in this system, so that's good. I can, while we're flying, check and see what kind of crew they have. They have miners, mechanics. They don't have a captain. Where's the other one? Over there. F. Hire crew. They don't have a captain. There's another one somewhere. That one. F. Hire crew. They don't have a captain. That one, F, hire crew. They don't have a captain. I think that's it for stations here. So no luck with this system. Oh, this is gonna take an eternity.